we're starting the morning early right. Look at all that smoke coming out of there. Early Father's Day celebration. One day we got to work on being healthy and eating healthy, but I guess right now is not the time. Check this out though. We are fixing to have BBQ blooms on our Barbados cherry. Now, when we got this, it had a few blooms on it, and it bloomed a little bit more. It did not produce anything, so it just, but now it seems like it's going to have hundreds of little flowers here. I call them right there. If I remember correctly, these kind of taste like star fruit. The beauty berries are blooming pretty good right now. And our stink water log bucket fell over again. I guess something's telling me to use them or dispose of them or something. Let's look at the progress of some of our little strawberry or Cattleya guavas here. Not sure how big they're going to get before they turn color. I've never grown them before. Maybe I should correct myself and say I did try to grow them in our first hugelkultur raised bed hybrid system, and I think they only lasted like 2 years or so. Never produced. Check this out. We're already starting to get ripening elderberries. There's another little head, and there's one there. And there's a little bigger head right back there. Check out this gigantic pokeweed here. It is getting ready to bloom as well. In season 2 here, are we going to see any blooms from the bananas? Or maybe will it bloom too late and they freeze? I think when you deal with like hugelkultur beds, wood chip beds, and like banana mounds and stuff that's somewhat like that, nutrients may not always be immediately available for the plants. So sometimes it takes a year or two or more for the bed to mature and actually start releasing a lot of the nutrients, because there's so much carbon absorbing those nutrients for the first few years. And this is the cherry of Rio Grande. Slow grower, but this is probably new growth over the last month or so. Little super green tips there. We definitely have been needing to plant this Elaeagnus, this different cultivar of autumn olive for a while, but since we've been in this drought, this so hot and dry weather just killing everything, it's possibly not a good idea this season at all. I know I've been kind of a downer lately with my last 3 or 4 videos talking about the drought and potentially losing $200 to $500 worth of plants, including potted plants and stuff that we actually put in the ground recently. The reality is we have almost 3 acres planted all over the place. We only have like 3 major watering, spots where we can access it easily, for water hoses and stuff like that. But a lot of the area we have to rely on bringing buckets, rainwater, or rain, or obviously if we have to use water hoses and fill buckets. However, it's been really hard even to find 10 minutes at a time, once or twice a day, to come and check on things, come and try to water things. And the other reality is, when it's this dry, you can put 5 gallons of water and just water a plant once or twice a day, and a lot of times it will not help it at all. Pineapple guavas are notorious for this. You need a slow drip. So, you get 2 or 3 hours of a really slow drip. It saturates the ground instead of going straight down, below the plant roots. Some people may say, well, why do you have all of these plants? So why do you have so many plants? Of course, I've been planting for 25 plus years. Planting and gardening has been a big, huge part of my life. So, I started having kids late in life. We had 3, really close together. And I wish I could say I didn't sign up for this, but, I did. I did not know what I was getting into. I did not know how much it was going to change, your ability to do a lot of things. Especially since I'm not just the father figure, but I'm sort of the mother figure as well physically. Natalie's in a wheelchair. She can't do a whole lot of physical activities. So I have to take up the slack. Yeah, things might seem as easy as just grabbing a bucket and going somewhere, a couple times a day, but for us right now, I wish I was outside despite it being 95, 97 degrees this early in the year, but it's impossible. People get mad at me if I go outside, too long, if the kids do something. And if the kids would come with me out to do garden activities and stay with me, that would be great. We would be able to do most of what we're going to do. But they will come, go, disperse, get into stuff, and then somebody's mad at me. So it just does not happen. I can't have, my kids running down the street, opening the gate and running down the street and getting run over, or, running down the highway or something, because I want to focus mostly on gardening. And it's not just the outdoor activities. When our family dynamic kind of changed, at least temporarily, I thought, well, I'm just going to get into video gaming. I will be inside more. But that did not happen really according to plan. I did some video gaming, and I hope to do a lot more in the future. And even like playing my guitars and working on guitars, doing stuff like that. So yeah, probably my 4, favorite things to do would be gardening, home theater, maybe video games and music. And every single one of those are affected by this. And plus, movies and stuff that I would normally watch, I either don't have time for it, and TV shows, or, somebody gets mad at me because there's cussing or whatever. And, you can't watch this here. The kids are going to hear it. So I would rather be outdoors than to deal with that anyway. Yeah, give me the heat. Give me the mosquitoes. Just give me my peace, And that's hard to get. Parents, they a lot of times have different ways of parenting, and sometimes it causes conflict. And, kids, obviously, they take up a lot of time. Maybe that's why a lot of people have dogs or plants, right? All right. Well, we're probably not going to get the end of this before we end this video right here. But there we go. There's the start of our morning barbecue. Take care, guys.